65.
Welcome to a new episode of Grind 365. Of course, I'm your host, Down Low. We got my man that be knocking people out 7 seconds, 30 seconds, whatever it is, you can get the biz without a doubt. My man T-Rex, aka Terrance McKinney. How you feeling, man?
Yes, sir, man. It's a pleasure, man. Like you said, the grind don't stop. 365, baby.
365. See, that's why we get people up on here that can relate to that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We hustling, we grinding all year round. You know what I'm saying?
Straight up.
How you feeling? I know, like I said, I think it's a long weekend for everybody right now.
Yeah, it's time to go dive full into the camp and really start grinding.
Those Mondays kind of rough for you, or is it just back to work?
I'm about to pull like a 3-day tomorrow for sure.
Yeah. 3?
Yeah.
3 hours?
No, 6:30 I wake up, do my cardio. 11 I go through the morning MMA practice, and then at nighttime I do another session.
Oh.
We're in camp now, so 3 times a day.
Is naps in the equation?
Naps and then straight to gym.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of get that little bit of soreness out the way.
Then I'm back.
Yeah.
Gotta go do it again.
Yeah.
Repeat.
You big on icing? I hate icing.
Oh no, you have to. Ice.
You got
Very
to, right?
important, yeah.
You get in the bucket?
I get in my tub. I'll set it up.
You about that life?
Whatever I gotta do.
Yeah.
Get a trash can, whatever.
How long you been doing that? Or what age were you like, you know what? It's because even when I was in football, I had a hard time getting in that bucket. Man, it was.
I didn't start getting in until I was in high school. I didn't even know what that was. I ain't gonna lie. You know, they didn't have no ice bath when I was in the South.
Okay,
so.
Yeah.
Because then, you know, none of them guys out there do get in the ice bath for real.
Well, you know, tell where you from, where you was born, where you was raised.
I was born in Cook County, Chicago, and I pretty much grew up in Lionsville till I was like 10, and then I moved to Spokane after that. So
from Chicago area?
I was actually in Germany before that because my mom was in the military, and then we made our way down here after she married Ross.
Okay. So the marriage is what brought her up here? Was that like military or something that?
They got married while they were in the military. Both got out at the same time.
I mean, whenever there's black folks up here, that's the first question I ask. It's military that brought you up here, right?
You already know it.
Oh man. Is your parents split or?
Yeah, they split. I never knew my real dad, but my mom's dating this guy named Tony now. He helps with all my media stuff. He's the real deal.
Cool. Shout out to Tony.
Yes, sir.
In a sense, me and you kind of got a fairly similar life, because your mom had you young, right?
Yeah. 16.
See, and my mom had me at 17. If something was in the water back then, you know what I'm saying?
It was that genuine. It was the genuine.
Right? No, the key sweat. Oh, man. Well, you know, and I, you know, same thing with me. My father, my real father, that is, was out of my life. Here and there, I would see him if he wasn't locked up, you know. Mm-hmm. But, you know, the stepfather was there. But, however, it's a little different, you know. It ain't, you know, because it ain't like the real
let him
father.
know we best friends. We brothers.
Yeah. But, you know, my stepfather, that's my real father, you know what I'm saying, to me. But how, in your eyes, you know, growing up, I guess without your actual father, you know, in a sense, you're kind of grooming yourself, you know what I'm saying? You're kind of, you know, how was that? Teaching, you know, I mean, probably, I don't know if you shave much, but you know what I'm saying? Just the manly things, you know?
I just got this picture here actually recently.
Okay,
I'm excited about it. But growing up, I was fortunate to be blessed with a lot of mentors who were like father figures to me growing up.
Yeah. Well, also, your mom plays a big role.
Yeah, she's the GOAT here. For sure.
You talk a little bit about the role that she kind of plays. She be out there really putting in the work in the battlefield.
Yeah, my mom does a lot of stuff for the community. She's always at the Air Force Base and Area Heights area. And she be doing stuff all over. She was just at the Pentagon speaking over there, so shout out to my mom.
In the Pentagon. Johnson.
Yeah, she's making big player moves.
Ooh. She just be all over the place, yo.
I'm like, how'd you even get there? How you doing this?
She been in like with some newspapers and magazines and all that,
she
right?
was with Patrick Morris for a little bit, doing her thing, and yeah, I'm proud of her.
Yeah. You what's your age?
Me, I'm 27.
27, and no kids.
Well, I got a baby on the way, actually.
Okay. Congrats.
Hey, thank you, brother.
I hope we didn't, spoil anything.
It's a son. Spoiler alert.
Okay. And you said it was a son?
Yeah.
Are you? Is that what you wanted, or do you want a girl?
Yeah, if I had a girl, you
gotta have the big brother first,
I'd have been pretty sad. I ain't gonna cap.
I don't think any dude want to pull up to your crib. Like, yeah.
For real. I'd smoke kids. I know how I'd be thinking.
You look like one of them ludicrous looking motherfuckers.
I gotta tell her, I was like, only date white guys, black man cheat.
Right?
I hate to tell you.
They never want to go come to the crib.
If I have a daughter, that's what I tell her. I preach to her whole life. Don't trust that. I'll sing that song too on Boondock. Don't trust that new over there.
That man, like they're gonna be like, "What your dad do?" Like, do you really want to know what my dad do?
Yeah.
So you came up here at what, 10 or so?
Yeah, I came down here in 6th grade, so like 11.
Okay.
Yeah.
And now, what is that, like middle school or something?
Yeah,
like that?
I was in 6th grade when I came down here.
6th grade.
Some places is like that 6th and then like 8th grade, but now it's only 7th and 8th here at the middle schools.
What middle school you go to?
I went to Glover and Salk Middle School.
Glover and Salk, and then high school.
Shado Park.
Was Shado. Put it down for the Shado. Yeah. Highlanders,
baby.
Yes, sir.
Gold, baby.
I'm a LC cat, but we some Tigers over here.
Yeah, hi.
Man, they used to have us run to the eye of the tiger. And
you guys remember the football team back in the day was nasty.
Oh, it was.
Remember?
Yeah.
I forgot what era that was, but they were the truth.
Yeah, see, you know that.
Yeah.
You know that. And
a lot of cats don't know that.
You know what I'm saying?
You know
that. We had a crew show. We had some wrestlers too. Man. Yeah. We had a few wrestlers that was my age. We had the homie, I think it was Powell. A couple of them, they were short, little short dudes.
Short, young dudes.
I think one's in MMA till this day right now.
Hell yeah.
And then you went on to, first, you were wrestling. Were you wrestling in high school?
Yeah, I wrestled in high school.
Was that the only sport you was doing?
I tried football, but one time I got hit in the air so high, 5 feet, landing on my tailbone. I wanted to quit right there, but that's not how we do it. I finished the season out. We sucked. But then they ended up turning around and got Brett ripping, and he made some noise, got us in the state championship pretty far.
There you go. Yeah, I remember I cried like a baby when we lost in the playoffs. It was my senior year, and we all leaving the field crying. We're like, we knew some of us weren't going to play football again. From here on out, it's going to be flag football.
Catch me at Joe Alvin.
You know what I'm saying? From there, you went on to college, right? Mm-hmm. What was that transition, or how did that play out? Were you getting recruited or anything like that?
Yeah, I was getting recruited, but a bunch of D1 schools. But mom was very strict, so I was like, I ain't going to go to a too expensive school because I knew what I wanted to do. I wanted to party. I didn't get to party that much in high school, so I was like, all right, I'm about to go to NIC.
Yeah.
No way I could be in crazy debt there. So went there and ended up being ranked number 1 in the nation.
In the nation?
Yeah.
Wow.
As a freshman.
And it just kept going up from there, huh?
Yeah, then I got really into partying because I thought I was the king.
Yeah.
And then I ended up dying twice. And
yeah, we're going to get into that too, because that's an inspiring story.
Yeah.
That's an inspiring story. I mean, did you even see yourself, like, in those days being, were you at all thinking, like, I want to be in the UFC, I want to be any of that? Or did it kind of just fall into your lap?
I was actually scared to fight, honestly. My friend was trying to get me to do a fight. I was like, hell no, I'm not trying to be beating a dude up and then get arm barred.
Wow.
My arms and limbs twisted. So you ain't tricking me. I'm a street fighter, brother.
And then it just happened, huh?
Yeah.
What was that initial move that was like, are we gonna follow through with this?
It was actually dying twice.
Yeah. So
yeah,
was that you just
God showed me, like, I was fighting a bunch of people in my trip. Become like one of the baddest dudes on the planet, and I was like, if I seen all this when I was dying, I think I'm supposed to fight.
Damn.
And then I started like the next year after that, dropped out of school.
Were you at least watching UFC?
Oh, I always watched UFC. Anderson Silva was my guy.
Yeah,
growing up.
That was my dude too, man. I like the injuries though was crazy.
Yeah,
you know,
like they said, humble yourself. God will humble you, and he had to snap his leg, but now he's back and he's going out like a savage that he is. Been knocking people out.
You got a favorite in your weight class? Or is everybody
that I
just
like
kind
to
of
watch?
Just yeah.
I would say Charles Oliveira.
Okay.
Not just because he's a champ, just the way he's been performing. I like the pace that he sets, flying knees. He really uses all his tools. So like, I'm trying to implement that in my game.
Yeah. Would all that change if you was face to face with him in the octagon?
I'm trying to take his head off.
Yeah.
No respect when we're in the kids.
That's when it all changed right there,
I'm from Chicago. There's no respect once we out there.
But speaking of you dying twice, because like I said, that's an inspiring story. If people don't know, crazy story at that. So what caused this? Let's just say that. Where did this start off?
It was like a little kickback thing. I'm ADHD. I'm spontaneous. I was like, oh, you got shrooms? I like shrooms. Oh, you got acid?
Oh, so you was taking multiple things, huh?
I was already drunk though as hell, smoking and stuff. So
yeah. It wasn't like no influence or nothing like that.
But they act like they didn't know me and everything. But I don't blame them. I'm a scary black dude. I'm yoked. It was just a bunch of white kids. I would have been like, he's too powerful.
Yeah.
Called the cops. Because I couldn't imagine being in their shoes. Like, that would have been scary. I did $3,000 worth of damage to their house.
Oh, you was tearing up the crib? Now, in the video, they caught you by the fence, right?
Yeah.
Now, but that's not what you tore up. You tore up the crib?
I tore up the house.
You tore up the house?
Yeah.
And you don't even know what sparked it? It was just kind of just randomness?
No, I saw this demon, right?
Uh-huh.
And I stood up to it. I was like, I'm not scared. And it shut my body down. And I had to watch myself fall through the window slow motion.
Damn.
I was like, shit.
And that's kind of where they get to acting like they don't know you, right?
And then I knocked out, and then I woke up, and I was like in and out of reality. I was like, they're all around me. You good? I was like, what the? I was like, I'm too powerful. You guys need to get off me. I was like, I gotta get out of here. I felt so powerful.
Now, were you in?
I was like, get off! Holes everywhere. I was just like on some super.
Were they trying to grab you and stuff like that?
Oh no, they were scared.
Yeah.
They wanted to help me, but then like I said, it was just little skinny white dudes. They were like, yo, we got to call the cops ASAP. This is not what we signed up for.
Man. So then, I mean, that video went viral, right? Mm-hmm. Were you fighting at this time, or it was just...
No, I wasn't fighting yet. I was like 19.
Okay. So, but it still went viral either way, just because... You was out there like Hercules and Hulk with your chest out, you know what I'm saying? Just, well, gosh, and then they arrest you or something?
I was fortunate enough to be able to get in this program called Divergent. It's usually only for like younger kids, but I've never been in trouble with the law, so and God really blessed me on that one because I thought it was over with.
And they helped you went to the hospital and stuff, right?
Yeah, I spoke at like all the middle schools and high schools. It was a great experience, and that really changed my life. Speaking to the high schoolers, like seeing kids like young like that on meth and stuff, it really hit home. So it really helped me change my life around. So I'm glad I got to make those experiences.
Well, congratulations first of all. Because dating back, I heard you had a crazy story leaving the hospital. Didn't you escape or something like that?
I escaped. I was supposed to go to jail right when I woke up.
He was like, I'm gone, huh?
There was a poop stain in it. It was all bad, man. My mom thought I got raped and stuff when I came home. I was like, chill, bro.
But I'm sure she was like, all right, police come. I don't even know where you at.
I really didn't know what happened. I thought I was sitting down just tripping.
Yeah. So from there, like you were saying earlier, that's when you seen the light, right? Mm-hmm. And the demons went away, and then that's when your life changed, right?
Yeah.
what did you just like all of a sudden get up and say, you know what, I'm gonna go train, or I'm gonna? Did someone was like, yo, come over here, or how'd that work out?
After I saw that, and I was like, oh, I'm supposed to fight that thing. I think God was speaking to me, because after I fought these people, like, I went to heaven after that. So, and then I woke up in the hospital.
That's crazy.
It was crazy. So I was like, it felt like I teleported, because imagine I'm thinking I'm still at least at that house. Then I wake up in the hospital, my hands all swollen. I was like, oh, shoot, this is not good. I'm thinking, oh, that was the sickest thing I ever seen. And then I saw the cops. I said, never mind. I got to get out of here.
Was that like that Hangover movie?
You know, when he strikes them all? Yeah, it felt like that, for real.
Everything's good until it's time to, till the popos start coming. So, you start fighting, I guess.
So after that situation, I wanted to win a national title, because it's easier to get in a bigger promotion if you like win like a national title in wrestling.
Okay.
I could have like instantly went to Bellator or somewhere where I'm getting paid good off the rip. So I went to do that, but then they were trying to make me come back another year so they can win the national title, and I was like, no, I'm not trying to do that. I dropped out of school and I started fighting in 2017.
2017. Wow. 2017. That's crazy. That's like maybe 5 years,
5
right
years
now?
ago. Yeah.
And that's where it all started, huh?
Yeah.
I
started with jiu-jitsu, and like after like 4 months, I took second like in the black belt division of a tournament. My coach put me in it.
Where you train out of?
I train out of Warrior Camp now.
Okay.
But I started at Newborn Cascal. Shout out to James Weed. And then I trained at Sick Jitsu. Shout out to Rick Little. And now I'm at Warrior Camp with Pablo Alfonso. And you guys are seeing me reaping blessings, being humble, and listening to that guy. He really showed me how to be a complete mixed martial artist.
And because I know you came out and you was like Warrior Camp for life.
It's Warrior Camp for life.
Yeah, it's going to be that way,
I have to let him know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it ain't going to be. I mean, do camps transfer, or do the camps usually just stay?
I can sometimes, but I just know God has a plan. If I did it at some other gym, people wouldn't see it as like God was making it happen, So I know I'm supposed to be here. That way no one can blame it on my gym. They can't blame it on my training partners. They're going to know that this is all God's doing, man, and he made this all possible.
You come across like Julia Pena or any at that time?
Them. Yeah, I used to train at 6, so I used to train with Mike Kessler, all of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool lady.
Yeah, she's tough.
I heard some stories too.
Very well spoken. She used to get down. She was a real thug.
I don't know, man. I don't know if there's a story through the grapevine, and I don't know if this is true. But I could have swore I heard something about her beating up bouncers at like a bar or a club or something like that. And they were like, yeah, she tore up the building. She tore up the building. I was like, what? That's how I knew she had it in her. I was like, man.
All the fighters in our younger days got a little story like that at the bar scene.
Any other? I mean, there's something coming from the town right now that's out there putting in some work, right?
Yeah. Washington's really on the rise right now. We got me, Chase Hooper, Brady Heimstan, Ashton Charlton's coming up, Eric Mendez, Jose Mendez, and then we got Michael Sierra from my team. Those guys are all from my team coming up, and they're looking excellent right now. Mikey's undefeated, beat a prospect in LFA, so I'm excited to see how the team does.
That's deep right there.
Yeah.
That's deep. And it's just been building ever since.
Yeah, and got another UFC fighter at our gym, Sahid Yabuka.
Okay.
And we clicked right away, and I got him to join our team, and we've been rocking ever since.
So does like UFC just come knocking at your door or something like that, or is this something that you're
whenever they want to make sure I'm not on steroids, they do.
For
what's
real?
Up? It's USADA. You ready to pee? And I'm thinking, what did I do last night? But nah, I'm just kidding. I've never worried about it, but yeah, they can just pull up on me at any time.
Is there now? I know, like in football and stuff like that, and contracts, you can't be going, surfing or skateboarding.
I can't be riding like a motorcycle bike.
So there is rules for that.
Yeah.
Is that go with boxing too?
I'm pretty sure as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's why you never see like boxers and stuff on bikes and stuff.
Be doing stupid stunts, pulling a Ben Roethlisberger or something like that. And then shout out to Steelers fans, but so yeah, and then you got to take care of yourself. Obviously, I mean, what does your diet consist of, or?
Once I getting closer to like a month out, I'm only eating healthy. Probably like 4 or 5 salads every day, lots of chicken, lots of rice, things like that. I just really just dial it in.
Yeah.
Probably like almost 2 gallons of water the last 2 weeks.
Now is that like, are you like just down in water each day or something? Yeah,
just 2 gallons just to just keep pumping the weight off. It makes the weight cut way easier if you water load.
Oh wow. That's and then I mean, is weightlifting a minimum, or how much weightlifting do you think?
I can't lift too much. I got good genes. Like I start lifting, I'll put on weight quick.
Yeah. I got them Southern jeans too.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I got the Arkansas jeans, you know.
Instantly, I'm like 20 pounds bigger. I'm like, damn, I'm not trying to cut it hard, so I'm not gonna lift too much. Probably like 2 times a week.
Yeah, a little too hard on them, sweet potatoes and something like that, and then boy, you be blowing up real quick, you know. So you're into fighting and whatnot. I mean, how they call you T-Rex? How did T-Rex name come about?
So actually, how I got T-Rex, back in the day in high school, I had like this really ugly wrestling stand. I'd be like, and then I asked my friend, I was like, why I keep getting taken down? He said, because you're out there standing like a T-Rex. You're not even guarding your legs. And then I was just T-Rex ever since.
You took that and ran with it, huh? Yeah.
And then we changed it to like kind of like a car wreck, because like we're wrecking people,
right.
You know?
Right.
So.
And them things ain't fun neither, I'll tell you that. So you're fighting, and even before the UFC, I mean you knocking heads off, you know what I'm saying? And you start getting into this, because I was looking, I was like, man, you've been killing them in the first round for a long time.
Yeah, for a long time, yeah.
For a long time. I mean, does that get recognized, or you think they still sleeping on you?
Yeah, that's definitely recognized. Like every time I fight someone, they're like, just try to survive.
Yeah.
He hopefully gets tired, but it's a dangerous game they're playing.
I mean, I've seen obviously a handful of fights, but I mean, with you knocking people out, you don't even really need to get into wrestling and all that and the grappling. I mean, it ain't no use at that point.
Yeah, it's funny. Not a lot of people know I can grapple with like anyone or wrestle with anyone.
So it's but like you ain't that, really. That's exactly. That way,
when I wrestle the Dagestanians, they're gonna be in for a rude of awakening.
So that's just some natural power, huh?
Yeah.
That you just like you said in the video, you know what I'm saying? I'm strong as hell right now.
I'm too powerful.
I'm too powerful. That's what, hey, there you go. There's the new motto right there. I'm too powerful. Yeah, because I'm saying with minimal or just very little weightlifting, you know what I'm saying? That's definitely natural.
Yeah, and it's just repetition, just knowing how to hit clean, knowing where to hit on the body. Because sometimes all we can take is like a punch on the side of the neck, and next thing you know, they're out.
Damn. So, you go from not wanting to be in a, in a bar or your arms all tangled to, well, I'll put myself in a situation if I get hit one time. we could be out. I mean, it's all the same thing in a sense, right?
Yeah. Facts. I get in, get out,
Yeah.
Before the teachers or the cops come, that's how we treat me. I gotta get in.
It's a robbery right now. We in and out. Well, before you go into a fight, I mean, what are you bumping? Is there like a ritual that you got that you just?
No, I probably would just be texting the whole time.
Really?
Make a tweet before my fight if I can.
So it ain't like no Little John playing, getting crunk, nothing like that. It's just
music really has a lot of effects, and it could really.
Oh, okay.
So I like to just be like
reverse psychology.
Yeah, Cause like it either make you crazy or make you too hype, make you want to come out there and go crazy. So I gotta be careful because I'm a hothead. So like if I got the right song, give me hyphy.
Yeah.
I'm going out there not listen to none of the game plan.
You come out like Mike Tyson,
I gotta come out
biting
to
ears.
some Katy Perry, relax, ready to listen to my coach.
Yeah. So they be in your ear too on fight night, huh? They just be.
They're like, Terrance, your time. They be giving me hype. I'm like, chill. Don't tell me that. Chill.
Yeah. So
just
let
me fight. I
see it a lot in boxing, but when you're sitting down and they're sitting here, trying to get you right and whatnot. Are you listening what the coaches are saying? They're over here, you spitting out whatever.
Oh, yeah, I hear it all.
You hear it all? Because I be looking at it sometimes. I'm like,
they be like, chill, Terrance. I was like, I can't. He hurt. I gotta kill him.
Yeah. And here and there you could hear what the coaches are saying, but
it felt like my last fight when I was in there, it was just so chaotic. It was hyping me up too much because they were screaming, Drew, go.
So you could hear that even with the crowd noise in the background?
There was no crowd at this one.
Really. Oh, okay.
So it was just like you could hear everything. Everyone's going crazy. It was just and I'm ADHD. It was too much going on for me. I got too excited.
You gotta trying to keep that focus at the same time. And you can see it in the other. I'm sure you can see in the other fighter how focused they are. If they're not focused,
Exactly.
Do you get like a body feel like, okay, this dude's scared right now, or he's coming at me?
Back in the day, I would get that, but really, if they're in the UFC, just know they're not scared.
Yeah, that's what they do.
They're ready to risk the die out there. When I look in their soul, I'm like, this dude ready to die. He's ready to die out there.
But and that's how it is too. I'm sure you ready.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Ready to die out there for my dream.
So we got 2017, 2019, just a little bit of a roller coaster. You know what I'm saying? But then you hit 2019. Winning. Well, you going.
I got up and downs. I broke my leg, lost on a contender series. A lot of things were going down, but luckily COVID hit, and it just gave me time just to really just dial everything in and figure out what I need to work on.
Yeah. Did they put UFC and all that MMA on hold?
It was on hold for a second. Cause COVID, everything was on hold.
I'm sure they weren't they trying to find like foreign lands to go fight?
They had to go to Abu Dhabi. They was trade their own island.
They was still trying to get it on.
They was trying to get it on.
We still trying to fight.
Money.
Yeah. So yeah, and then you come up on your fight, June 12th. Tell us how that played out from the bell or whatever to it's time to fight.
So when I'm going out there, man, I feel like a movie star. I'm really like the crowd helps me just perform better. I feel like versus when I'm not there, it's just not the same excitement. I'm like, and it don't really affect me. But if the crowd's there, I don't know, it just gives me the will to win because I know the fans they show so much love for me. If they're out there and I can hear them scream my name, saying it just motivates you. It's like having the extra coach out there.
So you ready to boom, you ready to hit somebody and you already feeling that energy right away.
Yeah, when I got out there, I was like, dang, it felt like I was on a football field because I never been in a cage that big.
Oh wow. And then boom, in 7 seconds.
7 seconds. But the funny thing is, we were drilling that thing in the back 100 times. My coach would fake kick and we hit the 1-2. Fake kick, 1-2. Because we knew this guy was going to kick. Anytime he faces a taller opponent, he always starts out with a kick.
Okay, so that was all off studying.
So I was all off studying. I was like, I'm just going to time this, man. I said one of them going to land clean off the kick, and it's going to get him.
And then was it the very first one? It was the very first one.
I was like, damn. I was actually surprised. I stepped back. I was like, oh, he done.
Yeah.
It's time to go to work.
Some good paychecks, too, right? If you get something knocked out that quick, right?
God's been showing me favor with the UFC. I'm able to get a little bonus every fight, even the one I lost.
Wow. That's dope. Did he say anything or whatnot, or you just take it like a man and just kept it moving?
Yeah, I take all my losses as just learning experience. Every time I take a loss, I just love Will.
Yeah.
You know.
The homeboy
I be
say
feeling like Aang, you know, off Avatar. You guys, he be taking some L sometimes, and then next thing you know, he's taking out the Fire Lord.
yeah. And what now is that the fastest? Is that the fastest or is that tied? Because
I got the fastest knockout in lightweight history.
in lightweight history,
and third fastest of all time.
and that's when you think that's when things change, or
That's
putting you on the
definitely when
map.
things changed.
Yeah.
It was on the map after that. It was
Yeah.
over with after that.
Because we wouldn't make the news here too. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That went crazy.
But then you went to celebrate,
Yeah.
and you came down. And I mean, what was it? What was the injury?
No, this would happen. One of my corners tested positive for COVID, so I had to wait. Like I had to stay in camp for like a whole year. It felt like. So I had to wait all the way to February 26th when I was supposed to fight in November.
Yeah, because you had the injury. Was it to your leg or something like that when you?
That was before the UFC.
That was before.
Yeah.
Wow. So, but you've been I mean, the injury. I mean, obviously, you know, we're talking about it, but you got.
Now I feel like this is probably the healthiest my body's been, and I think it's from not cutting like over 30 pounds.
How long has it been just for the recovery process?
When I broke my leg, I fought in 6 months. I wasn't supposed to do that, but we did.
So you went on to face Drew Dober, right? Or is that how you say his name?
Drew Dober, yeah.
Drew
I
Dober.
faced him March 12th.
So now that it's crazy fight because I mean you was serving him like he was eating them, you know, like this dude's jaws just made of steel or something like that.
Was yoked. I should have known by his neck he was gonna eat it.
And he it went on for a while. You was feeding him for a while.
I was feeding him.
You was feeding him for a while. He was
looking scared, so it was making it worse for me. I was like, he about to die so close.
Yeah.
But he stayed tough, you know. You could tell he was in pain, but I got much respect for him because he dug deep.
I could tell with your energy kind of running low at that time.
It's like you know when the Emperor's doing his thing, he's like, don't throw off the Emperor's groove. That's what they did, like, because usually like there's no pause in the fight. Like I won't know I'm tired till like the round, and then I got like a minute to recover. But as soon as they stopped me out of my groove, out of my zone, I was like, I did too much.
Yeah.
I felt it all. It was too long of a pause.
But while you was doing too much, like I said, you was serving them.
Yeah,
I mean, it seemed like everything was landing.
I watched that 1,000 times.
But you know, so I mean, he went on to win.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They're even like, there's probably no too early for like a rematch or something like that. You probably
he said he don't do rematches, but that just means he don't want to get beat up.
Oh.
But I respect him. I knocked the mole off his face. I wouldn't want to fight a guy that did that. Hell no.
Yeah.
It's like this dude knocked the mole off my face, crunched my jaw up. His whole face was messed up.
Damn. So he kind of know he
knows.
He barely got through.
He didn't. I watched the interview. He said, "I don't remember much of the fight. I'm about to go back and watch it." I was like, "I bet I can cuss you, bro." I was trying to kill him. I saw how swole he is. I was like, I cannot let this dude hit me. I got to kill him fast.
But you got a fight coming up now.
Yeah.
Well, the date on that was that in August?
August 6th.
August 6th.
Yeah.
And you know, obviously you putting in work, studying, getting ready to do your thing on that. I mean, what can we? I mean, don't get the game plan up, but what you know, you going for that first round?
I'm going for a first round.
You going for that first round? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to do something spectacular. Get a sub 30-second knockout. Be the first lightweight in history to get 2 of those.
And where's this fight held at?
I can't say that yet.
Oh, okay.
Announced,
okay.
I know where it's at, and I'm excited.
You know, like you said earlier, you know, I mean, I'm looking at your followers. You talking about the crowd. You know, you already kind of felt Hollywood a little bit early on, but now, I mean, you're really getting that attention, and you know, kind of growing up from here in this area. I mean, what's that like? That we ain't a small town. We probably a mid. We probably a mid city.
Mid city,
but you know, you're a little mid city kid. Like, what's that? What's that? You know, like
Spokane shows me love out here. I be loving whenever I'm out in the Spokane, man. It's definitely my home for sure.
And you feeling it from like the rest of the world too?
Yeah, the
and
rest
stuff
of the world
like that.
be crazy. Sometimes I'm in Miami, like you would think I'm ranked the kind of love I'm getting, but that's all because God's giving me favor. That's why I'm humble to be here, and I'll never take this for granted. That's why I live in the gym.
Because I know it ain't play when you got other...
Because they cutting people left and right now. I got no time
for real?
Take things for granted.
Yeah, and you got other fighters up there hitting you up, giving you props, so they obviously following too, you know. And I'm sure, you know, it ain't nothing. I know I think you did like a tweet. I think I seen this too. You was talking about, was it Dana, right? I mean, what's your guys' interaction? Is it just strictly business, or?
I haven't really got to talk to him like that, but every time, man, he's the real deal. Every time it just feels like I'm on a video game. So you want to be a fighter? Listen, you guys, he does his little generic stage thing. It's funny as hell.
Yeah.
Like, this is like the movies, man. This is real. He get the tires pumped, though, even though I know they probably heard the same thing 1,000 times.
Well, I mean, what celebrities have you met on this journey?
Lil Mosey, Fabio, a bunch lately, actually.
Yeah, a lot of rappers and whatnot.
Yeah, rappers and stuff, and the fighters.
Just comes natural, huh?
Yeah.
It only gets bigger. I mean, I'm looking at Juliana, and I'm like, damn, she was Shaq and Mike Tyson.
Yeah, it's only just going to get better and better. That's why, like, I'm so grateful to be on this journey. Like I'm excited about it now, but I just know this is only just a small
the beginning, step. Yeah. That's and I mean, do the hometown people reach out to you and whatnot or you guys reach out to each other, or?
Yeah, they all reach out to me, and I text all the fans back as many as I can, honestly. But sometimes after fight, I might miss your message because it just goes crazy after the fight.
Right. I mean, in a sense, they're kind of even lucky you're getting a tweet from you before the fight. You know what I'm saying? Because you could be doing something else. You know.
I always show the fans love, and I appreciate their support. They keep me motivated.
And speaking of that, like, what legacy do you want to like leave behind, like when it's all said and done?
I just want to be known as a person that loves all God people. You know, I want to start a gym for at-reach youth that don't have the funds to go train and who want to be in the UFC. So I'll make sure that's possible for them.
And I seen you want to be a coach too. Is that you still want to be a coach?
Yeah, I will be.
When it's all said and done, or you want to do it while you're doing?
Well, no, after.
Yeah, actually,
I'm too busy right now.
Right. Get that focus going
on.
But yeah, you know, shout out to the Warriors camp, right?
Yeah, shout out to the Warriors camp.
So you got training to hit, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So I ain't gonna keep you too much longer.
Yes, sir. I had multiple calls actually, so you know.
Okay.
So this is around
before you take off, could we get like the social media sites and stuff like that?
I know for the questions. You guys can follow me at T-Rex155 on Instagram and Twitter, and you guys can follow me on TikTok, T-Rex95. And shout out to God and shout out to the family I got making this possible, you know, because you can't go to war with no army. Remember that.
Hey, word up. And you need that support behind you, you know. And everybody know how to play their role, you know, to get you there. And then everybody eat, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Everybody at the dinner table.
Straight up.
Well, thank you for coming through. I appreciate it. Like I said, I know you got a busy schedule. You just coming back from out of town and whatnot, so I appreciate you stopping by here and you know, being a guest right here on Grind 365, the podcast.
Yes, sir. We're gonna keep the grind going. 365, baby. Let's go.
Yes, sir. Spokane, we out.
24/7, 12 months a year, 365.